Hi everyone, thanks for listening to another review. Today we're going to review Mafia 3, and Mafia 3 is on the market for about 6 years. It was released 7 October 2016 and it's the third installment of the Mafia series. I'm a big fan of Mafia. I mean, of course, I'm a very big fan of Grand Theft Auto, and I think Grand Theft Auto 4 is great and the 5th edition is great. But Mafia always kept a special place in my heart, and I remember the first Mafia was very good back in 2002, 2003. The second one in 2010. I also really was happy that they released the second version of this great series, but Mafia 3 is a little bit different. First of all, it's like a departure from the traditional mafia family, like the Italians. It's played by a black character in this third installment, and it moves away from New York or Los Angeles, but New York is more of a mafia city, and this really goes to New Bordeaux, which is basically Louisiana. And it plays in the 60s, which is also nice. The first Mafia is from the 1930s and the second Mafia is from the 1950s, and Mafia 3 takes place in the 1960s. I must say the storyline is very good for an open game like Mafia. I mean, I like the authenticity, the people, the characters that walk on the street, especially the cars, the models that drive around. I mean, I have a big thing for old-timers, especially from the 50s, 60s, 70s. And I think the driving characteristics are well put together. The weapons that you have, the characters that you meet in the movie, in the game are also outstanding. All in all, it was a great game, and I played it all on this channel. It's all up, the whole game. So if you're interested, you can follow it here on this channel. But let me just give an overview of what I really think. In Mafia 3, you're dealing with a mixture of cultures, African Americans, Irish, Italians, Haitians, the Irish mob, the black mob, a group of white supremacists. It's like it's all over the place, but it adds authenticity. It tells a little bit of a deeper story of the racism in the 1960s and how black people were looked at. Of course, this guy gets his vengeance, and he's Lincoln Clay. He's a Vietnam veteran. And, you get in the first couple of missions, you get to see that he returned from Vietnam and he comes back home, and you see where he's coming from. I'm not going to spoil too much. But there's been some setbacks in the early stages of him returning back to his family. And then he plays some revenge, and, you will take over the city again. And you will be in control of the smuggling and the illegal businesses around, and you need to claim territory. And it's like a typical mafia game, but it's really well put together. I mean, the characters, again, the guns, the cars, the storyline, it's great. And also the end and the plot and the various characters and their the way they interact with Lincoln is just great. The game, it takes quite a long time to actually finish with all the driving, and if you want to do all the side missions as well. If you only focus on the main missions, like the core of the story, then you're still looking at 30 to 40 hours of gameplay. Then you have all additional missions, you have some challenges here and there. And also there are downloadable contents that you can download. You have the Faster Baby DLC that was released in March of 2017, so a couple of months after initial release. You had the Stones Unturned, also from 2017, and you had the Sign of the Times from July 25th. That all adds new dimensions to the game and keeps it playable. I heard there's also a Mafia 4 in the works right now, but this is the latest installment that we have to deal with. And overall, I think the game is great. I always like the story. I like the fact that it's time representative when it comes to cars, when you listen to the radio, when you look at people on the streets. Also, you see some newsreels from the 1960s and really that Vietnam era, basically. You have some interesting characters like Donovan, and you have the guy that Marcano, and it all plays very well together. And Donovan is a CIA handler. In some respects, I even think it outshines GTA 5. But GTA 5 is more enjoyable. Even the cars handle even a little bit better, because in Mafia 3 you have the 1960s lined yachts that they don't really drive that well. But when the game progresses, you have more sporting cars with better handling, and it's more enjoyable to drive and cover bigger distances of land. Overall, a great game, and there are various endings depending on who you give the most land and the most responsibility, basically. And you have various people. You have a Haitian, you have a mafia boss and an Irish mob boss. Vito Scarletta also plays a game, which is a character of Mafia 2. And he's a Sicilian mafioso. And you have the Irish mob boss, Thomas Burke. And you have a Haitian woman. And they all, compete for your favors, and they compete for more attention and money when you take over the city step by step. All in all, I will not set too many spoilers. It is a great game. If you like open game worlds, if you like the 1950s and 60s, and you like a great storyline, you have to try this one. It's now, again, 6 years old, so many computers by now must be able to play it. It's well worth your time and your effort. I will take a small look what the price is on Steam right now. They still ask $30 for it, for the Mafia 3 Definitive Edition as of September 2022. So the price can only go down, and when they have these Steam sales, maybe you can pick it up for $15 or maybe even $10, and it's definitely going to be worth your money. Soon the days will become shorter and more cold, and if you like a nice computer game and haven't played Mafia 3 yet, and you're into games just like GTA basically, then this is a great way to spend those days. Nothing but kudos. If you have the rating, then it's a 5-star rating for me. It's almost on the same level as GTA 5. It's just a preference thing, but I'm a sucker for the 1950s and 60s, and I only like GTA 5 because I think Los Angeles, together with Hollywood and the ghettos and the storyline of that one as well as, but I like the 50s and 60s the best. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this was useful, and we see you in the next video.